We also have the National Exhibition of Football here in UL for the next couple of weeks as well. Some super memorabilia that should jog a lot of memories for people. I saw Richard Dunn's shirt from that famous night over Moscow with the 0-0 and the black marker on the numbering on the back. So there's plenty of stuff for people to come out and see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anyone in the Limerick area, it's going to be on from the 13th of June to the 30th, so you've got 17 days to go and view it. I think it's a great thing, to go and look at the history of the European Championships. It's its 60th anniversary. There's so much to absorb. When it first started, about 4 international teams that were involved in it, to what it is today. It's an absolutely global brand now. There's so many countries that's trying to get into it. And for the first time ever, they're going to take it around Europe. And we're very fortunate here in Ireland that we're going to have 4 games, 3 group matches, the last 16 game. That's the reason why we're taking it around the country. We've already been to Cork and to Sligo, and we've got other venues that we want to take it to. And we want people to come out and be proud of the heritage of it and see what the Irish teams did from 1988 to 2012 to 2016. I think it was great for the country. I think it really promoted soccer here. And you speak to some of the ex-players, what more recent players have just finished, and they say when they watched the Irish team in 88 in the Euros or the World Cup in 1990, watching them on the TV, it grabbed them. It's one of the reasons why they wanted to become professional footballers, and that's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to take it around. We want everyone to understand that the Euros is coming to this great country. Hopefully Mick McCarthy's team will be there next year, and we'll be the home side for the 3 group stages. If not, then a team's going to come over here and they're going to be very well supported, and we know that the Irish family over here, the Irish fans, will greet them, and they'll make them very comfortable. They'll give them a fantastic welcome. We've got a great stadium to promote our football. We've got fantastic hotels, great restaurants, great bars for people who are going to go out and enjoy it. And at the same time, you've got a country that embraces people coming in, want to share their experiences with them, and I think that'll be fantastic. And don't forget, the exhibition's free. It's not going to cost you anything. You can go along there, take your children, your grandchildren, and go and have a look around. And there's also, some memorabilia from locals. Al Finucane, who's one of the great players here in Limerick, played a number of games domestically. So there's going to be some of his memorabilia there, amongst others, like former Limerick players as well. And I think that's hugely important, because when you come to these, it's not just about the international team, it's about the local teams and who done well for you, because you've got an affiliation with them. They're one of your own. And I think that's going to be hugely important for everyone who comes to see the exhibition, and I'm sure they're all going to thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, just before we finish, the expansion to the 24 teams by UEFA, they do take a lot of criticism from time to time. That was in my opinion, that was a great move. I know some people say it dilutes the competition, but the cream will rise to the crop anyway, whether there's 24 teams or 16 teams there, and it really has broadened the appeal for smaller countries to have a better shot at getting there. And with the distribution of the group stages around the, I suppose, major cities in Europe, it's a really, really good concept. It spreads the fun, it spreads the festival.
Yeah, but also what it does, if you look at the group stages, it keeps international teams alive, doesn't it? Whereas if it was only the top teams if you're in third place, you've got, coming to the last 3 games, if you can't catch the top side, what do? You start maybe playing players that you shouldn't be playing, and fans are not coming to the game, whereas now they're still involved. I mean, you could equate it really to the championship playoffs in England, if you like. If you're 9th or 10th, you might still have a chance of catching 6. So it keeps the season going, it keeps the competition going. So I think that's hugely important. And also, you want to try to spread the monies around. You can't keep having the elite international teams taking all the money, because it's never going to promote soccer for the other international sides, because they've not got the finances to put it into grassroots football to improve it. Whereas with the 24 teams that we've got now, that certainly does that, because you've still got an opportunity to qualify. You go to these big tournaments, youngsters watch it, they're the next generation of players. You've got the funding there as well in place to try and help the local sides around the country as well, and that promotes and fosters football here in Ireland.